Hello everyone, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition solo runs. Last time we cleared out the rest of the chapel, came back up to our crate of many objects, and I've just offloaded a bunch of our weight so that we can now go off and do two things really. First of all, we need a long rest because we do not currently have any spell slots, and the fight that is coming is going to be a relatively big one, and there's going to be a lot of allies as well as a lot of foes, but I would much rather have those spell slots available for the fight that is upcoming. So to do that, first things first, we need to find somewhere to...
Shouting up ahead.
Yeah, that's the shouting we're going to get to after a long rest, though. We need to find ourselves an ancient rune circle so that we have an ability to get back to camp. Of course, this is the 5th edition rule set where you can't just fast travel to camp because there's no fast traveling in 5th edition, at least not at level 3. So, or is it only level 2 even? Yeah, we're only level 2. So we definitely wouldn't have the kind of magic to enable us to jump around and city hop and such. So we come to the rune circles to allow ourselves to do that. And then back here in camp, we're going to need to have some food and water before we can have a long rest. So let's throw one of these, because we can't consume a bottle of water. I guess there's no nutrition in it. And then let's have some cheese and some bread and a carrot and an apple. That seems like plenty of food for one hero. A quick 4-hour meditation as a drow. And then we'll be tip-top shape, back where we left to go to camp. And now we can sidle on over here. Now, one thing that I should have done a long time ago is we are, of course, proficient in shields. So now our armor class is 19, which is like really good for level 2. So, don't want to go up there, we want to go up here. At level 2 to have 19 AC is really good going. And then we're just going to sneak up here and just get onto the edge of this cliff, which should trigger the cutscene here. Do a quick autosave apparently.
Nobody gets in.
And then the goblin horde will be on us. Form a line.
Form a line.
You can hear actions all going off already before we're even rolled into the initiative. Where are we? Bang smack in the middle. Oh, that could have been a fast, easy win. So it's the big guys that we have to worry about. The bugbear, the warg, and Zakrug has a few magic items up their sleeve as well. Of course, we have a will. And whilst we are our own hero, we obviously, if we walk into a fight where we happen to have some allies, then so be it. We're not going to just suddenly start attacking them as well when it's just in our prerogative to be alive. Now, we have both of our spell slots, so we can go ahead and pop a little hunter's mark here. And then we have a 75% chance, and we have a D8 plus a D6 plus 3. Yeah, that'll do it. Now let's back off a little bit. Turn around. And once again we'll go through a full round of our allies and foes here. Unfortunately this one's asleep. If they get attacked while they're asleep, the attacker will have advantage if they are a melee attacker within 5 feet. And if they hit, it will be a crit. So that's why we have our elven ancestry, to prevent the sleep spell from doing a number on us like that. But the numbers seem to be thinning pretty quickly. Question is, oh yeah, we've got some company. I was going to say, who are we going to go after next? But probably the one that's up in our face. And just a casual magic missile to the face, and they get magic missiled in return. Now we can reapply our Hunter's Mark here. Less likely to do 13 damage in a single shot, but we'll give it a good try. Oh, what do you know? Right, back off just a few feet. If we can't shoot them, they can't shoot us, basically. And their numbers are already down to 4. There's the Reckless Warcry. That increases their strength, and most of them are using strength-based weapons. But it does make them easier to hit with -1 AC. And we of course had some temporary hit points, but we've lost those to the previous magic missile.
Witness the might of the blade.
Very nice. That guy's having a bad time. And we can creep back up here. And who's in range of what? You're in full range, you're in half range. I say half range because they're beyond our standard distance, so we have a harder time hitting them. So let's go after the bugbear. See if we can't save the one behind it. 9 is a good hit. Come back a few feet, turn back around. And this round should be a little bit more efficient with far fewer goblins to take actions against us. Nice stab. Nice crit. Yeah, that's going pretty well. How's the walk doing? Trying to figure out how far Will actually moved. Come on, game. Come on. You can do it. Come on, Warg. You can do it. Sometimes this happens. As ever, this is early access. So the Warg's just going to pass its turn, apparently. Or maybe everyone's just passing? Something in the code seems to have gone very wrong. Fortunately, on our turn, we shouldn't have any problems just making an attack. This is very peculiar. Alright. I take turn now? Is me? I think we can probably just finish this guy off. Yeah, that went pretty well. Now please, somebody take an actual turn. Alright. I'm going to pause until it comes right round to us. So, we've just done a full orbit of the encounter and no one took an action. It was just waiting to come back round to us. And it took a darn sight long time doing it. So, let's see if we can't get this all to be over faster, or as fast as possible. That's not going to help. I'll see you again in a few minutes. Another full round of no actions. Please, please, let me kill something. Let this combat end. I mean, I'll take it. I'm also going to move down so that we can be closer to the other guy that's still alive for a few moments' time. Alright. After all this waiting, I really kind of just want to use a potion of speed so that I can have 2 actions so that I have to wait less long for the next one. Oh man, this is rough. Right, we are up again. Let's close the gap a bit. And we're going to see... Oh, we're on 42% for them now because of the lack of extra height we have. We're not going to be able to close the gap enough to melee attack. So let's go after the warg. Yep, solid 7. Still just plotting and plotting and plotting. Alright, we are back. Let's see if we can't hit this guy melee and finish them off. Very nice. We'll move the hunter's mark over to the warg, and I will see you again after another orbit. And we're back for our ever so painful 75% shot. Come on, game. And we are back once more in Glitch City. Oh, thank God we hit something. Alright, let's just do that once more, please. Alright, with any luck, this will be the last shot and we can finally carry on with the adventure. Thank goodness.
Inside! All of you! Mormave, open the gate!
Now you're really active. Alright, I'm gonna go pick up all the loot. Alright, we got, you know, the usual goblin bows, goblin scimitars, some coins. And now for the arduous process of going back and forth between the crate where I've stored all of that stuff and the shop, and then we can have all of our cash and we can think about upgrading some things. So I'm just gonna do a bunch of minutiae here and I'll catch up with you guys in just a few moments. Actually, I changed my mind. We are still focusing on Hunter's Mark, and up here there is that bugbear that is hunting down the lady, the bugbear assassin.
Cannon?
So we need currently 60 hit points, XP, not hit points. 60 XP will get us to a level up, and so I want to do this tiny combat. So there's the assassin. Let's get Hunter's Mark on them. And that's going to give our tiefling friend here a slight opportunity to get some distance. Again, forgot to do a find familiar first. I'm really bad at that bit. Good, some solid hits. Let's back up a little. Don't know how far 30 feet is, but if they have to run towards us, might as well make the distance greater. A solid unarmed strike, if I do say so myself. Now we've got 55% on that, or 55% on ranged. Let's see if we can get ourselves a little altitude here and increase that. We cannot. Oh, but we can get 80% on melee. Let's do that. And a crit for good measure. And they have 1 hit point left. Of course they have 1 hit point left. It would have been adorable if the tiefling did an unarmed strike for 1 to kill it. But there's 50 XP. Happy about that. Let's get some poison, and let's just have a quick word with this person.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your... Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back.
Yes,
Too
I'll
bad.
take it.
I earned it, fair and square.
No, it's mine now.
That bloody Here.
Alright. Still don't know what that soul coin's about, but it's mine now. And now we can proceed on looking to try and get from somewhere... Oh, we leveled up. Sick. I thought we were like a few XP short. But no, we can level up to 3rd level. So let's do that. So, through experience, you acquire new power. Our max hit points is up to 25. We gain another first level spell slot. And now we get to pick a Hunter's Prey. Colossus Slayer. Once per turn, your weapon attack deals an extra 1d8 damage if the target is below its hit point maximum. That seems incredibly good. So long as every subsequent turn from them taking 1 damage, they'll take 1d8 extra damage. If a large or bigger creature attacks you, you can use your reaction to make a melee attack. That's less good because we want to be working at range where possible. Target 2 creatures standing close to each other, attacking them in quick succession. That also seems incredible if we can attack 2 nearby creatures at once, rather than having to select individual attacks on every occasion. So Colossus Slayer seems good, but Horde Breaker just seems way more efficient for us being on our own. And then we pick a subclass, Hunter. Hunters seek the most dangerous prey in Faerun, from ancient dragons to massive hordes of undead, and excel at slaying them all. And we level up as a Lolith Sword Drow, but I don't know what we're getting for this. Beastmaster. Beastmasters bind themselves to an animal companion, sharing an intelligent bond that flourishes in and out of combat. Gain a beast companion that accompanies you on your adventures and fights alongside you. This is what I thought we were getting out of our ability to cast Find Familiar as a ritual. So I think we're going to go Beastmaster and become kind of like a small clan of beasts and creatures. As for an extra spell to learn, we probably aren't going to get to pick another spell next level. So this will be the limitations of our spellcasting abilities here. Alright, for a spell, I'm going to take Hail of Thorns, mostly because it is actually AoE, because the additional 1d10 piercing damage attacks target and surrounding creatures, which I think will be good for me. And I'm really daft, because I just checked what Hunter does, because I thought, oh, we'll go Beastmaster, because I can't figure out what Hunter does. But Hunter is the choice of Hunter's Prey. It's just above the subclass selection, rather than being below it, like the Beastmaster one is. So, rather than summon... It's a choice now between Summon Companion or Horde Breaker, which seems really good. The thing with Summon Companion is... I'm not sure what companions we can get, but I also wonder... Will it just become a case of doing everything with the companion rather than ourselves, which seems a bit just kind of fussy. So I think I'm going to go Horde Breaker with Hail of Thorns. Do we want to get... Oh, is there a spell of either of these we're not using? No, I'm pretty happy with both of them. I don't really need all the utility stuff. So let's go with that and be level 3. Alright, so that brings us basically to the end of this session. What is going to follow is me doing a lot of back and forth from this neighborhood back to the chest, the crate where I was storing heaps and heaps and heaps of equipment. So just down here... Oh, hello.
There are children here, you fool!
We was run.
You led them straight to
Yes.
us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
You know what? Let's take some payment.
Stuff your payment. I didn't ask for any goddamn help.
Please, you were begging me to open the gate. Anything to save yourself, you coward!
The human's eye twitches. He's about to blow.
I'm gonna attack the human that's about to blow. Let's get crazy. We're level 3. We can do it. Oh, it's a strength check. Of course it is. Get down.
That, I suppose. The goblins have found us. No doubt the beasts will be back. We need to pack up and leave. Immediately!
Well, he's having a bad day, isn't he? But yeah, as I was saying,
His skull isn't as thick as I thought.
we need to go and sell heaps of stuff that we've acquired in the last couple of sessions. We've got so many swords and leather armors and stuff. So let's go and say hello to our mate Aaron. Hello.
Well met. Is there anything you need?
Yes, trade with
Fast
me.
if you do. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
So, I'm going to trade a bunch of stuff with Aaron up here, as well as the Tiefling blacksmith downstairs. And then at the start of next session, I'll catch you up with all of the progress we've made in our equipment before continuing our adventure. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or pressing that like button. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.